quick because the Bengals game is about to start, in their white striped uniforms, which is really cool. And we're starting off hot with the Bengals versus the Miami Dolphins. I think Tua in their offense is on a roll. Can they get their running backs on track? That's the main question. Their defense is on par. Tua's doing well. Tyreek is doing well. Jalen Waddle's doing well. He was questionable. I don't know what that's all about, but I think I'm gonna say the Dolphins here, but I think Joe Burrow will perform great this week. Minnesota versus New Orleans in London, so no home field advantage for either of them. I'm a Minnesota's fan, as you know. The Saints did come off a loss to the Panthers. The Panthers' first win. I think Vikings are going to go on a roll here, 3-1. Um, Cleveland versus Atlanta. It's quite interesting. Mark Cooper's been doing well. I know that Atlanta's been doing not so well. Well, Marcus Mariota has been performing decently, but I know Cleveland. I know there is something interesting. Yeah, who's their quarterback? Jacoby Brisket. Yeah, he had an interception. I remember that. I'm gonna say Falcons here. Um, Buffalo versus Baltimore. A great game with two of the top 10 quarterbacks. Top 10. Obviously we saw the Bills lose to Dolphins, which I thought last week. Um, I'm gonna say Bills have an edge here because they have Stephon Diggs. They have that powerful defense of Von Miller, um, and all those other guys coming at Lamar. So Bills. Dallas versus Washington, NFC East divisional matchup. It's at Dallas. I've been to this Dallas stadium. It's beautiful. It's big. It's beautiful. I'm gonna go with Dallas here. But well, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas here. But I think it'll be a good close game at like 19 or 20 to 21 or 21 to 14 range. Seattle versus Detroit. Why do I think this is gonna be like a 35 or 30? 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 35 to 28 kind of game. I'm having the Lions win this. Chargers versus Houston. Obviously, we know Justin Herbert's questionable, but they shouldn't have a problem against the Houston. I'm going to go Chargers here. Titans versus Indianapolis. This is a coin flip. We obviously saw Colts pull through last week. Will they do it again? I don't think so. I think this will be a determining factor of if they'll do well in their division. Indy. I'll do Colts. I forget if they're in the same division. Yeah. I'm gonna say the Titans. Bears versus the Giants. I'm gonna say the Bears have this one. I think the NFC North are all gonna have wins this round. Unfortunately, I wish one of them would lose, but I think Giants kind of lost their momentum last week. Jacksonville versus Philadelphia. Jacksonville shut out their last opponent like 24-0, but the last two games, Philadelphia has beat their opponents like 24 to whatever. I'm gonna go with the Eagles here to go 4-0. Did you know the Eagles and the Dolphins are the only undefeated teams right now? Jets versus Pittsburgh. I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh here. I mean, these teams' caliber is going down fast, but hopefully this will pick up momentum for one of the two teams. Arizona versus Carolina, interesting matchup. If Arizona, this is an opportunity for Arizona to take, in which if Arizona wins, hopefully they can continue momentum and keep winning from here for their team's sake. I'm not a fan, but like for their team's sake, this can be a good thing to keep them going. Cause what's their record? 1-2. Yeah, yeah. Green Bay versus New England. New England's not been doing so hot this year. So I don't think New England will see the playoffs really, unless they turn around somehow. But the Green Bay definitely will. Well, we'll see. The Vikings are gonna top that division in my opinion, as a true Minnesota Vikings fan. But Green Bay is not to be reckoned with, although we beat them, so that just goes to show that they beat Tampa last week. But I think they can beat Patriots too. Both Tom Brady previously led and currently led teams. Bill Belichick. Leave your comments of what you think of Bill Belichick without Brady. Do you think he misses Brady? Do you think he's gonna be done coaching? And now, as much as Bill Belichick wants to keep coaching, as much as Brady wants to keep playing. And obviously, you can coach longer than you can play. Well, I wonder if Brady will do commentating or coaching. We'll see. Raiders versus Denver. This is AFC. I think it's West. West, yeah. AFC West. The Raiders haven't been doing as hot as I thought they would. Neither of the Broncos. I'm gonna say the Raiders have an edge here. A tad bit of an edge. Kansas City Chiefs versus Buccaneers. This is gonna be prime time, baby. This is gonna be a game you want to tune into. Besides your home team or your other favorite teams, I'm gonna go with man, ah, I'm gonna go with the Bucks here. Eh, man, yeah, I think the Bucks will get it together. Yeah. 49ers versus the Rams. Jimmy G. Wait, I never finished. I was watching the 49ers game last week, but did they? They barely lost, that's right. I'm gonna have to go with the Rams here with their powerhouse of an offense as well as their defense. Yeah. Alright, so that's all the week 4's 2022 to 22 season now, college football. Been interesting, wildly interesting season for both college and pro football. I think BYU has an edge here. Washington versus UCLA. This will be interesting to see. If Washington does go down, UCLA will be ranked, but I think Washington has the upper hand here. Michigan shouldn't have a problem with Iowa offensively, but how are they going to guard Iowa's tight ends? I don't know. Ole Miss versus Kentucky. This is an SEC match. I think Kentucky with Will Levis leading the Kentucky Wildcats are gonna go 5-0. Oklahoma definitely out of the race for the top 4. I think they'll get a W today though. Minnesota, go Gophers. Gophers are gonna win today, but Purdue will give them a tougher game than any of their past games. interesting to see the AccuWeather temps here. Sorry. Kansas State should win here with their running back. Is it starts with a D? I don't know. Utah should win here. I'm surprised. Like you see these 3-1 Utah versus 3-1 Oregon State, and they're like 12th in the country, and they're not even ranked, and they're both 3-1. Goes to show the ranking system of American football, and their favoritism is really a thing. Same here, but Arkansas is actually a good team. Alabama versus Arkansas. This would truly, truly put Alabama to the test. Although I think they're gonna win, but it's gonna be a offensive game. You're gonna want to tune into this 2:30. That's a tough time. Maybe catch highlights or whatever. I'm not a fan of those 11-minute highlights. I like 5-minute highlights. Ohio State shouldn't have a problem with Rutgers. Big Ten matchup. Oklahoma State. This is a Pac or Big 12 matchup. I think Oklahoma State will stay dominant. Penn State shouldn't have an issue here. Wake Forest, I think, will win actually, with A.T. Perry as their wide receiver powerhouse. Texas A&M, interesting team, beating Arkansas. Georgia should have no problem here. I'm gonna say NC State upsets here. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say Pittsburgh wins here. USC, definitely a top contender. I could see them in the top 4. Oregon shouldn't have a problem here. Stanford has had offensive battles, but hasn't been successful. I thought Oregon already faced Stanford already. Well, that looks like it's all today. Alright. Have a great night watching the Bengals face off in their white, cool uniforms against the Dolphins. Have a great rest of your week. See you guys next time.